Hey guys, DRedFox788 here. Today we're going to be discussing Thor's Daughter. As many of you saw, Ryan Hurst did an interview recently discussing his character Thor, and he mentioned a lot of details about his family and the character. And later in the video we'll also be discussing a massive misconception that I've seen a lot of YouTubers discussing and a lot of people that is wrong. Let's get right into it. Now, the first time we hear about Fruit, which is the name of Thor's daughter, is by Sindri right before we fight Magni and Modi.
What do you know of them?
First, they're not men, they're gods. Well, demigods. Anyway, let's see. Thor's their dad, different moms, sordid story that one. Baldur's their uncle, Odin, dear old grandpa. Oh, and a sister named...
Weapons. How do they fight?
Now, as you saw, the game quickly shifts to Magni and Modi as soon as the daughter is mentioned, which I think kind of calls back to what Corey Barlog said, which is that God of War 2018 was setting up a lot of things for the next game, and Fruit is one of those things, because she's one of the Valkyries, and I highly suspect that she's one of the Valkyries we fight and we actually see in the trailer. Now, for those wondering, in the first game we get to fight 9 Valkyries in total, as we get to fight 8 plus the Queen, and we free all of them. But in Norse mythology, there are actually 23 Valkyries, which means that there are 14 Valkyries that are still corrupt by Odin. Now, Santa Monica may choose to not include them all, but based on how long God of War Ragnarok is supposed to be, as apparently it's supposed to be 40 hours, I would assume that they could easily include 14 of them. And they have an important role as well during Ragnarok and in the game, as they bring the souls of the dead into Helheim or Valhalla. Now, the big misconception that I saw a lot of people talk about are saying the 2 Valkyries we see in the trailer are faithful to the Allfather, and that's kind of wrong. As it's explained to us in God of War 2018 by the Valkyries themselves, is when they are in a physical form, they are corrupted, so they're not themselves, and they can't fulfill their duty.
Longer! A joyous day indeed!
Oof, this one is louder than the last.
Milady, please tell us. Why were you in this physical form? Why fight us?
I do not know. The soul of a Valkyrie cannot remain pure in a physical body. We belong in the spirit world, which is where I now go. Goodbye!
And we also learned that the relationship between the Valkyries and Odin isn't very good. The only reason why it was good for a time and they listened to him was because of Freya, because she's the queen of the Valkyrie. But since she was gone, I'm assuming that's why Odin corrupted them, because they weren't faithful anymore to him. Or at least him being so paranoid corrupted them to ensure that they were faithful to him, or at least not faithful to anybody else. Which leads again to the point I keep making in my videos. Odin wants to have control of everything and maintain that illusion of control. So now you're probably asking, what role does Thor's daughter actually play in Ragnarok? Now, first of all, we're probably gonna have to fight her, like I said, rip her wings off and uncorrupt her. From then on, I think a lot of things might happen. For starters, I think that Fruit could be a way of mending things with Thor, as obviously we did kill both of his sons, Magni and Modi, so to be fair to Thor, I can understand why he's a bit annoyed at us. Now, Fruit could be a way of just resolving things and making things calmer with Thor, but at least I do think she can play a role with at least making sure that Thor stops chasing us for a bit, as Valkyries aren't born Valkyries. From what I recall, Valkyries are essentially people that died and then are chosen by Odin to become Valkyries and train the Valkyr, I think, or the people who are in the halls of Valhalla. So with the corruptions that the Valkyries got, I think that Thor would actually be quite happy to see his daughter back to normal, and potentially get a second opportunity to mend things, as the way Ryan Hurts explained things, it doesn't seem like Thor has a exactly good relationship with his family, at least with his daughter or like his sons, because his sons were like more trying to please him in order to get the hammer, from what I understood, based on what Magni says in the first game. So maybe he's trying to change and getting more of that actual love like Kratos did. Anyway, this was just a quick video as I didn't have much time to prepare this weekend for this week's video. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want more content like this. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye bye!